Hello, dear ones. We are Laarkmaa, and we are here because we love you and we wish to support you on your evolutionary journey. Today, we're going to speak to you about possibilities and about your need for trusting the unknown. You are living in a world where you perceive reality to be one particular way. That is the way that it has been defined for you, for all of your experience, and from all of the stories your ancestors have told you about experience. However, that is a very limited view of the true reality. We have been teaching you about multidimensionality for some long time now, and many of you are opening your awareness to the fact that other realities exist in other dimensions. We know that you feel that you are a little lost right now and cannot predict what comes next. We're asking you to remember the key principles we have given you as the foundation for humanity: love, joy, trust, and compassion. Love, of course, is meant to be unconditional love without judgment. Trust is meant to be listening to your own heart and trusting in the universe as you follow your divine connection to Source. Joy is what you experience when you use unconditional love and trust together to move through your life, being grateful for what you receive and being kind to everything and everyone. Compassion is the doorway to being unconditionally loving. Being compassionate to yourself and being compassionate to others is the doorway to erasing suffering, moving into acceptance of all your experiences as possibilities for growth, and experiencing true unconditional love. Today, we wish to focus most upon the issue of trust, because so many of you are moving into states of concern, worry, or sometimes even fear, because you do not know what is going to happen next. Everything is becoming chaotic around you from your perception. Things don't work the way they used to be. You may put something down in one place where you always place it, your keys, your glasses, and then the next thing you know, they're not there. You go back and look several times and they're not there. And then you find them in a completely different place. Or you go back another time and they are where you've already looked. This is an example of your moving through liquid time and liquid space. We've not talked about liquid space before, although we've talked about liquid time quite frequently. This is the recognition that time and space are linear constructs in your third dimensional reality. But in multidimensionality, there is no limit of time and there is no distance limit of space. Everything can happen simultaneously, synchronistically, in harmony with the ebb and flow of energies as they arrive and as they change. You are being conditioned to participate in life by experiencing an ebb and flow of energy. Ebb in, flow out. Ebb and flow of energy, while disregarding the constraints of time, because time does not really exist. This is why we call it liquid time. Your experience flows from one experience to another, and then from the next to another. This is why it is important to be in the now, always in the ever-present now, rather than focusing your attention on the past, which no longer exists, or on the future, which has not yet arrived. We want you to know that you must begin to trust what you do not know, for you only know a very limited amount of the true reality. What your science tells you are the latest and greatest new discoveries are very limited and almost laughable from the Pleiadian perspective, because they only see one tiny portion of the greater reality. You have been taught a style of thinking about your world that is based upon cause and effect, rather than based upon resonance. The old style of thinking about cause and effect keeps you stuck and limited to experiencing your world through a historical recognition of what used to be or what was, because you believe that is the way it always will be. However, we are helping you to condition yourselves and learn to experience your reality based on trust and resonance. When you find something resonates with your heart, trust it, move towards it, intend that you will be in line with it. Raise your frequency to match it. This is working with the energy of trust and resonance, which will help you move into the higher frequencies so that you can access multidimensionality more easily, more smoothly, with more grace and more flow. In other words, we're asking you to do what the very first caption on this video showed. The unknown has to be trusted. It is the doorway to all possibilities. This is Cullen's quote, and it is one to live by every single moment in this time of moving forward from one now moment into the next now moment. For if you base your reality only on what you know historically or what you are told is going to happen in the future, you are missing your resonant link to divine intuition and connection to source, which is your real guidance, opening the doorway to everything that is possible. In the larger reality, everything is possible. In your limited third dimensional reality, you have very limited possibilities. So it is important to open this doorway through trust. You must begin to trust, as Mary Magdalene says, that every experience is for your own good. You must begin to trust that you have the power within your own heart and your own willpower, as we tell you, to contribute all that you have, to do all that you can with the 50% of choice that you have. The universe presents 50% of opportunities and challenges to move through these opportunities, and you have 50% to make things happen in flow, in harmony with your evolutionary growth. This is a time of moving forward as an evolutionary leap, not only for yourselves individually, but for all of humanity. You have the understanding through your archaic science of the 100th monkey, when one monkey conceives how to do something and understands the world differently. Other monkeys all around the planet spontaneously begin to respond. In the same way, although you are not responsible for others' choices, nor can you lead others to a pathway of higher knowledge, when you begin to know something more deeply and respond with trust and alignment with the universe more fully, you are setting an energetic pattern that ripples out into the world, affecting all others, allowing others to pick up on that frequency and then make their choice, whether to join you in the raising of human consciousness or to hide their hands in the sand, clinging to a reality that is very quickly going away. You're standing at the portal or doorway of opening to all kinds of possibilities. You're standing at a portal of higher spirituality than you have ever known. You're standing at the place where all your hopes and dreams can become true in the reality that you are co-creating with the universe. When you trust the universe and when you follow your own heart, you are working with energy rather than being limited by time and space, which are old paradigm constructs. Do not be frightened that you're moving out of what is familiar. Be curious about it. Trust that it is expanding you. Trust that this energy you're moving into holds all the possibilities that you have dreamed of. Trust that you're doing everything you can to move forward when you listen to your heart, when you trust the universe, when you are kind to yourself and everyone else, and when you are grateful for everything that comes your way. It's a wonderful formula for moving you through this transitional time. It is a time of great challenge, but within each challenge is an even greater opportunity. You're no longer taking baby steps to get where you're going. You're no longer trying to progress from one grade to the next or one dimension to the next. You are at the point of bursting open and flying into all dimensionality, multidimensionality, where you can be aligned with, in harmony with, and working with any dimension you choose. This is our gift for you today as you move through this month of November. Do not be frightened or constricted by the challenges at hand. Instead, trust the universe and trust your heart. Move forward with curiosity, with grace, with flow, trusting that you can do whatever is required and trusting the universe. We love you. Good always.